What's up, YouTubers? This is your boy Big Metroid Fan 12 coming to you with another video game review. And in this review, I'm going to talk about the game Street Fighter, which was released in the arcade by Capcom, and it was later ported to different consoles like the TurboGrafx CD, the Amiga, and the Atari St. And you pretty much play as Ryu, who was competing in an international martial arts tournament and everything, trying to pretty much improve his skills. That's as far as the plot goes. And when you start one player mode, you pretty much ask which country you want to start in, and there's pretty much four that you can pick from: Japan, United States, England, and China, and everything. And with each country, you pretty much fight two characters representing those countries. Like with Japan, you fight Rechu and Jiki, and from America, you fight Joe and Mike. Then there's Lee and Jin from China, and Birdie and Eagle from England. And after you defeat all eight of those players, you pretty much fight Adon and Sagat in Thailand and stuff. Now, it is worth noting something that when it comes to the two-player co-ops, the only playable characters are Ken and Ryu, where they of course have the same type of moves and stuff like that, where you play against the second player, where the first player plays Ken, and first player gets controls Ryu, and the second player controls Ken and stuff. And it's worth noting, of course, that Ryu, Ken, Jin, Birdie, Adon, and Second do pretty much appear in the later Street Fighter games as early as Street Fighter 2, which of course was released in the arcade and for the Super Nintendo and pretty much Sega Genesis and stuff like that. Is mainly Ken, Ryu, and Sagat with with Street Fighter 2, and everybody else appeared later on in other games like Street Fighter 3 variations and stuff like that. Now, in Street Fighter, there are a lot of the tropes that you pretty much find in the fighting franchise as a whole, like the best of 3 rounds. Each character having their own special moves and everything. Um, of course, there's the bonus stages. You know what I'm saying. And in regards to the countries that I mentioned earlier, you can pick whichever one you want to start off with first, and everything. It really don't matter and stuff like that. Now, as far as the bonus games, there are 4. The first one has to do with breaking ice bricks, and the second one has to do with breaking bricks that two characters are holding. While the third bonus game has some similarities with the first um, bon- bonus stage, and same thing where the fourth bonus game is similar to the second one and stuff like that. Now, as far as content goes and everything. Now, as far as the graphics and design, they're pretty good, and they have some nice color palettes to it and everything. Plus, with the controls and gameplay, they're pretty much mediocre at best due to the fact that the jumping and hit detection is pretty stiff. You know what I'm saying? And these special moves are kind of hard to pull off and everything. And the soundtrack is good, but it's not uh, technically consistent with the other games within the Street Fighter franchise and everything. Uh, Pretty much Street Fighter is pretty much a decent game and everything at best. The main problem, of course, is being the stiffness of the hit detection and the jumping and stuff. Now, we technically recommend it to anybody who was interested in playing it and stuff like that. And I can say that Street Fighter pretty much kind of set the standard for the fighting genre in general. I'll say late, the foundation, even though it wasn't all that popular back in the day and stuff like that. It is pretty much Street Fighter 2 that was the one that, of course, that was instrumental in introducing the fighting genre to gamers back in the day. You know what I'm saying? When it came out in the arcades and stuff like that, along with the tropes and stuff. Now, as far as the score, I definitely give Street Fighter a 6 out of 10, mainly because of the I didn't necessarily care for how stiff the jumping was, and the hit detection wasn't all that good and everything. With that being said, you can sound off in the comment section about Street Fighter. You know what I'm saying? The original one that led to the Street Fighter franchise as a whole. You know, whether you like it, hate it, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? You can even talk about the other games in the Street Fighter franchise and stuff like that. And if you like this video, don't hesitate to click the thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification button. This is your boy Big Master Fan 12 signing off.